He's a joker. He's something that he should watch what he says. He doesn't know my son. He might know him through the Rolly fight, and that's probably why he's saying that, but
he's an idiot. Because he's just an idiot. He's an idiot. He's just no class at all. I think he's an absolute lemon, and I'd love to give him a good beating. I'd put it straight on him and hit him straight in the gym, and I'm gonna do it for La Raza. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna speak to him in Spanish. He's the idiot.
I was like, boom, like say the fight starts and I hear a British guy just talking, and I just had somebody do a British accent non-stop, and I'm just like, all right, I got used to it, because I know he's like a little Chihuahua. He's like a British Chihuahua, just mate, like some crazy shit. Like I just gotta know, like that's gonna happen.
Henry Garcia just exploded live on air, and Conor Benn should be worried. Ryan Garcia's father made it crystal clear his son isn't just talented, he's dangerous, and Ben is about to find that out the hard way. Henry doesn't hold back when defending his blood, and this fiery outburst proves exactly how personal this fight has become. When Papa Garcia warns you, you listen. This isn't hype. This is a father promising destruction on behalf of his son, and Conor Benn better take it seriously before he steps in that ring.
I don't know, because I'm his father, but this particular fight that's going to happen this weekend, it's going to be a complete change. You're going to see the Ryan that everybody knows, and I'm stating this as a fact. You're going to see the real Ryan. Trust me on that when I say.
Conor Benn actually respects Ryan Garcia's talent, calling him gifted, athletic, and pure entertainment for the sport. But he also labels him a liability and a loose cannon, someone unpredictable and unprofessional inside the ring. It's a backhanded compliment at best. Ben acknowledges the danger Ryan brings while trying to undermine his professionalism publicly. This kind of comment only fuels the fire between both camps. And Henry Garcia isn't going to let disrespect toward his son slide without firing back hard and loud.
I think Ryan Garcia is great for boxing. I think he's a liability. I think he's a loose cannon. I think he's unpredictable. Could say unprofessional. But ultimately, he's sheer entertainment. Gifted. He's got great hand speed. He's a
Henry Garcia goes scorched earth here, blasting every hater who's ever doubted his son. He calls out names, insults former opponents, and doesn't hold back on Timothy Bradley either, claiming bias in that fight. This is raw, unfiltered fury from a father who feels his son never gets the respect he deserves. Henry's rant shows just how deep this frustration runs, and it explains why he's so aggressive whenever Ryan's legacy or ability gets questioned by anyone in the boxing world.
I tell everybody, and they don't listen, they're stupid, okay? My son hits you, you're done.
Yeah, man.
You're done. But they're stupid, okay? And that's what they get. That's what everybody gets. All the haters, Paul Malignaggi, his stupid dumbass. Porter, fucking, all those, Algieri, he's a piece of shit. And even Timothy Bradley, they're all piece of shit. That ref was biased too. It's like, you beat the dream. Everybody calling the dream, pound for pound. I'm the top 2 or top 3, you.
Eddie Hearn paints a completely different picture here, praising the dedication and lifelong sacrifice behind this fighter's journey. He talks about years spent living in the gym, the excitement building within the entire team, and how massive this moment truly is. Hearn's words carry weight because he's seen countless fighters, and this level of belief doesn't come easy. It's a stark contrast to the chaos surrounding Henry Garcia's outbursts, showing boxing's business side alongside the raw emotional drama.
I cannot tell you the excitement that exists within the team. The smile that has been on this guy's face all week, because this is the moment. This is the moment that he's dreamed of his whole life. To show you and show everybody in the world how great he is. And this is a massive moment for our team. This is a massive moment for Jaron Ennis. And these are great people as well. These are boxing people. This young man has lived in the gym with his father for years, decades.
Ryan Garcia doesn't sound worried about Conor Benn ducking him. He calls out the hesitation directly, mocking the idea that Ben doesn't want smoke. Ryan makes it clear he's not chasing anybody, and if Ben wants to sit this one out, that's fine by him. This confidence, bordering on dismissiveness, shows Ryan's mentality heading into a fight everyone's watching closely. It's classic Ryan, cocky, blunt, and unafraid to call out anyone who hesitates against him.
It seems like he ain't hot to come out. He don't want that. He's been saying like, oh no, I don't want to fight him. It's like, all right, bro, you don't want to fight? Fuck, I ain't gonna force you to fight. Shit, get your ass over there. We're not worried. Like, what do I?
Henry Garcia doubles down again, repeating his disgust for Conor Benn without holding anything back. He wants everyone watching to know exactly how he feels, repeating his insult multiple times for emphasis. This isn't a one-time slip of emotion, it's a pattern. Henry seems determined to make his disdain for Benn public knowledge, fueling even more tension before the fight. His repeated attacks only add gasoline to an already blazing rivalry between these two camps.
I'm gonna tell him he's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit, and I want you guys to know that shit. He's a piece of shit.
Henry Garcia reflects here on staying quiet versus speaking his mind, admitting he simply couldn't hold his tongue. Everyone told him to stay silent and let the outcome speak for itself, but Henry isn't wired that way. He defends his outspoken nature, refusing to pretend he's someone he's not. This honesty reveals why Henry constantly finds himself in the middle of controversy. He speaks first and deals with consequences later, every single time.
They're saying just
I know,
be quiet. Just be quiet. Just say nothing. You know, we'll get to bomb a bit, and it would have been the verdict. Would have.
Canelo Alvarez offers a much calmer, respectful take on this matchup, praising both fighters fairly. He acknowledges Conor Benn's bravery and punch volume, while also giving credit to Ryan Garcia's greatness as a fighter. Canelo's measured response stands in sharp contrast to the chaos surrounding Henry's comments. Coming from a legend like Canelo, this kind of respect for both men adds real credibility to how competitive this fight is expected to be inside the ring.
Yeah, it's a good fight. It's a good fight. I think it's a good fight. Conor Benn is a good fighter. He throws a lot of punches. He's very brave. Ryan Garcia is a great fighter too, so it's a good fight.
Henry Garcia reveals his frustration over money demands, clearly furious about someone wanting more after already being paid. He doesn't hide his anger, admitting straight up how pissed off the situation made him feel. This kind of behind-the-scenes drama shows the business side of boxing getting messy fast. Henry's willingness to expose these moments publicly proves he has zero patience for people he feels are being greedy or disrespectful toward his son's hard-earned success and reputation.
What the hell is this? You gave him money, I know that, but this son of a bitch wants more money. Get the hell out of here, man.
Ryan Garcia gets heated here too, challenging someone directly and daring them to step up physically. He mocks the idea that they'd actually follow through, calling out their bluff without hesitation. This aggressive energy shows Ryan isn't afraid of confrontation, whether it's inside the ring or during a heated exchange outside it. It reflects the fiery mentality running through the entire Garcia family, proving that intensity and boldness clearly run in the bloodline completely.
What happened? Ever. Fuck out of here, motherfucker. Hey, what if I came up there and I beat the fuck out of you, motherfucker?
I bet you won't do it. I bet you won't do it.
Conor Benn opens up about the physical toll of competing above his natural weight class for years. He admits fighting at 154 and 160 wasn't ideal, constantly mixing it up with bigger opponents. Now, dropping back down to his own size feels exciting and dangerous for him. Benn believes this weight class brings out his most lethal version, suggesting Ryan Garcia might be underestimating just how sharp and explosive he can truly be once settled in.
In the nicest possible way, I'm extremely violent and dangerous. But ultimately, for me, you got to remember, I've been competing at a weight that's not my weight for the past 2-3 years. You know, fighting at 154, fighting at 160. It's not my weight. These are big guys that I've been mixing it with. So for me to fight somebody my own size for a change, it's exciting. And at the weight I'm most dangerous.
Ryan Garcia predicts everyone will expect him to get dominated, but he's confident that narrative flips the moment he starts landing shots. He highlights his quick eyes as a defensive weapon, something opponents struggle to time properly. Ryan believes Benn already recognizes this trait, referencing a shared understanding between fighters who've studied each other closely. This kind of self-belief, mixed with technical confidence, shows Ryan isn't just talking trash, he's genuinely prepared for whatever comes his way.
gonna be all thinking he's gonna spank me, blah, 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 all this shit. And when I get in there and I start hitting him, it's gonna be a whole, because I'm not one of those fighters that don't have a quick eye. He knows that my eye is quick. He like, I have that.
Eddie Hearn drops a serious warning here, questioning whether Conor Benn can truly compete against elite welterweights like Ryan Garcia. He doesn't believe Benn's power or chin translate well at 147, suggesting he'd fare better staying closer to 154 or 160. Hearn openly states there's a noticeable gap in level between these two fighters right now. If Ryan enters confident, Hearn predicts a genuinely tough night ahead for Benn, and that's coming from someone deeply embedded in both fighters' careers.
I just feel like Ryan's just too sharp, you know, and I think there's a difference in levels between a Ryan Garcia and a Regis Prograis right now, you know what I mean? And I think if Ryan goes in with...
Eddie Hearn breaks down the business angle of this fight, admitting it's bigger in the UK than in America. He explains Ryan holds more star power stateside, while Conor dominates attention back home. Hearn doesn't think it'll break massive numbers, but he still finds the matchup exciting and competitive. Ultimately, he doesn't see a realistic path for Benn defeating Garcia at welterweight, reinforcing doubts about whether this weight class truly suits Conor's skill set and physical limitations long-term.
You know, in terms of that fight, I think it's a good fight. You know, I don't think it's a big fight in America. I think it's a big fight in the UK. Obviously, Ryan's a big star in America, Conor's not. Ryan's a bigger star in the UK than Conor is in America, and Conor's a big star in the UK. So, yeah, I don't think it's a fight that's going to do massive numbers, but I like the fight. I think it's exciting. I think at 147, Ryan's a big fight. I don't think Conor should be fighting at 147. I think, you know, I like him up at 160 or up towards that weight class, but I don't see a way he beats Ryan Garcia at 147.
Spencer Oliver raises a valid concern about weight class transitions, pointing out how difficult it becomes when a fighter moves up then comes back down years later. He acknowledges Conor Benn deserves a chance at this opportunity he's been chasing for a long time, but calls it a slim one at best. According to Oliver, the body adapts to certain divisions over time, and jumping back after 4 years away from welterweight creates real physiological challenges. This insight suggests Benn's biggest obstacle might not even be Ryan Garcia himself, but rather his own body fighting against him throughout fight week and into the actual bout.
You have to give him a chance, but it's probably quite a slim one. Yeah, but listen, it's about opportunity, and we don't know. Conor Benn's been craving for this world title fight. He's been calling it out for a long time. The thing that concerns me, Paul, is when you go up to 160 pound, the super middleweight division, and then you're coming back down to welterweight, you're the division that you used to compete in, but you haven't been there for 4 years. You haven't made that weight for 4 years. I think your body adjusts and, and acclimatizes to a certain weight division. And I think
Gareth A. Davies doesn't sugarcoat his prediction, warning that Conor Benn already struggled making weight and will struggle even more against Ryan Garcia's power. He specifically highlights Ryan's dangerous left hook as a genuine knockout threat throughout this matchup. Davies believes this fight will deliver drama and intensity from start to finish, but ultimately predicts Benn getting knocked out unless he manages to land something significant first. He even looks ahead, expressing interest in seeing Devin Haney face Ryan Garcia in a rematch afterward, calling that potential matchup an even bigger event for the sport overall going forward.
Really struggled at the weight. He's going to struggle against Garcia, who is a massive puncher at welterweight with both left and right hooks, notably that left hook. It's a dangerous fight for him. I think it'll deliver all the way to the fight, but I think he'll get knocked out by Ryan Garcia unless he knocks Garcia out himself. I want to see Devin Haney in with Ryan Garcia as well in the rematch.
Carl Froch holds nothing back, bluntly stating Conor Benn gets completely destroyed in this matchup according to his honest prediction. He questions Benn's resume, pointing out that beating an aging Chris Eubank isn't nearly enough to justify talk of world titles. Froch reminds everyone that Eubank himself got battered by Liam Smith, exposing just how thin Benn's list of quality wins truly is. According to Froch, there's a massive gap between talking about elite competition and actually proving it inside the ring, and he firmly believes Benn simply isn't there yet, regardless of how confident his camp sounds publicly right now.
Conor Benn against Ryan Garcia, I think Conor Benn gets absolutely splattered. I've got to be honest, I don't think he's got a chance. He's not there yet, and I've said it before, and he gets the ump with me for saying it. But who's he beat? What's he done? Who's his biggest win?
Chris Eubank.
Yeah, but and who's the other kid he beat? Was it Algeria?
Yeah, but he was 43. I think.
Eubank, you can't say it's a big win. This guy finished Eubank years ago, and
Ryan Garcia delivers one of his most chilling promises yet, guaranteeing he's leaving Conor Benn on a stretcher by fight's end. He doesn't hold back, mentioning intentions to break bones and destroy his opponent completely inside that ring. Ryan makes it clear this isn't just another boxing match to him. It's personal. It's a fight in every sense of the word. He even references fighters who've died in the ring, reminding everyone just how serious and dangerous this sport truly can become when emotions run this high heading into fight night for both competitors involved.
I promise you I'm leaving him in a stretcher. I promise you I'm leaving him in a stretcher. If I gotta bite his ass, I'm leaving him in a stretcher. If I gotta twist his arm and break his arm in the ring, I will. This is not a fight to me, dog. I mean, this is not a boxing match. This is a fight. I'm coming to destroy his life. And if you think I'm playing around, well, people have died.
This build-up between Ryan Garcia and Conor Benn has evolved into something far beyond a simple boxing match. Henry Garcia's explosive outbursts, filled with raw anger and unfiltered threats, reveal just how personal this fight has become for the entire Garcia family. His promise that his son will destroy Conor Benn isn't empty hype. It's a father's fierce belief backed by years of watching Ryan grow inside the gym. Meanwhile, respected voices like Eddie Hearn, Carl Froch, and Gareth Davies continue questioning whether Benn even belongs at this level, pointing to weight class struggles and a thin resume that doesn't match his confident talk. Conor Benn, however, insists this drop back to welterweight makes him more dangerous than ever, determined to prove every doubter wrong on fight night. With Ryan Garcia promising devastating power and unpredictable chaos, and Henry Garcia fueling the fire with constant threats and insults, this rivalry has become one of boxing's most emotionally charged storylines in recent memory. Whether Conor Benn can silence the noise or Ryan Garcia fulfills his father's bold prediction, one thing remains certain. This fight promises fireworks, tension, and drama that extends far beyond the 12 rounds waiting inside that ring.